Hey there, Rockstar. Thanks for meeting me on the mat, and thanks so much for being my movement buddy. So let's get started. We are going to start this off with a little cat-cow action, and we are going to do these on our fingertips. Gently spreading out the fingertips and raising the palms up so that they look like a teepee, and positioning the wrists right underneath the shoulders, and inhaling and exhaling through the front and back of the heart. And we're going to start to direct this breath into the base of your spine. So breathing into that root chakra area and just taking this moment to set an intention and get grounded as to why you're here, what you want to do for your body, and the good stuff that you want to create with your body. And it all starts with the breath, it all starts with movement. This magnificent vessel that we have to do all kinds of cool things. All right, we're going to switch gears now, and we're going to get into a lunge, and then we are also going to place our hands overhead and the arms long like a steeple. So pressing the arms together, and we are lunging forward and down. So what we want to do here is drive the knee over the toes on that front foot, and that's going to help strengthen the knee into that full range, and then also stretch that hip flexor, which is what we're looking for today. So taking that breath into the next chakra up, we're going to go right below the belly button, breathing into the sacral chakra. And imagine as you're doing this in the breathing, you are gently sweeping that knee forward through the earth. You want to activate those hip flexors, activate that quad, and even activate those abs. We want to stretch out that entire front body. We're going to switch sides here. Remember also, as we're doing this, those arms overhead, they're not just reaching up. The shoulders are pulling down towards the earth. Your hands are pressing up towards the sky, and they're pressing into each other so that we can lengthen out the side of the body. Just squeezing gently the shoulder blades down and back, opening up that heart, relaxed intensity as you drive that knee forward and drive the back knee down and through the earth, like you're trying to sweep it through the earth, and that's going to open up the front of that leg. Just feel yourself breathing and shifting that breath into that lower abdominal region as we do this. Opening up those hips. And just allowing yourself to feel into everything you want to move forward into your life with. Just setting that intention and just knowing that you can do it. All right, we're switching gears here. We are going into a side lunge, and we're going to pull our arms overhead across the bent, away from that bent leg. And it's like a tug of war. So the one elbow is going in one direction, the other elbow is going in the opposite direction. As you're doing that side lunge, feeling the entire foot making contact with the earth, butt sitting back, and you're sweeping that long leg through and down the earth. So we activate those adductors. So that straight leg wants to come and meet the bent leg. So every time you sit back and down, you're going to press into the earth with that straight leg. It's going to open up that inner thigh. And as we're grasping through the wrists and driving the elbows away from each other like a little tug of war, we're stretching out the lats, all the fascia through the side of the upper body. All right, we're switching sides here, and let's take the breath into the solar plexus area. So we're going to breathe into just above the belly button and below your ribs. And make sure you have the right hand here. So we're pulling away from that bent knee and pressing that straight leg into the earth. So tugging away from the bent knee, pressing the straight leg into the earth, trying to meet that bent leg. And what we're going to feel is a stretch through that inner thigh and a stretch through the opposite outside part of your ribs. It's a nice full body stretch, not just stretching muscles and not just moving energy, but we are opening up, elongating fascia. So we have more room for blood flow, more room for movement, More room for ease. Less aches, more ease. That's always what we want. All right, we're going to switch it up here, and we are going into a little modified elephant walk situation here. I'm gently pressing into my shins here, but you can press into your thighs, whatever feels good. You could also put a bench in front of you and press down into the bench. But the thing that we really want to focus on as we're alternating this elephant walk, we want to straighten out the back of that knee. And we're breathing into that heart area as we're straightening out the back of the knee. And the way we straighten out the back of the knee is by squeezing that quad. So squeezing the quad, and that opens up the back of that leg. Allowing ourselves to maybe a little bit longer than I am here, and think of a little bit more elongation from the tailbone all through the way to the top of the head. I'm a little bit bent here, my head's a little bit cocked up, so yeah, there we go. We want to just straighten things out a little bit more, so we all need the practice, including myself. All right, here we go. We're going into the next one. We're going into a kneeling hip flexion and extension. I like to call this the bowing butterfly. So we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to position our fists right around our kidneys, and you're going to press in and open up that heart. And what I was showing you there with the L finger is when you open up that throat, which is where we want to breathe for this one, feeling that breath through the throat area. You don't want to crank your neck back. You want to open up that heart and open up the throat without tilting the head back. So getting nice and tall and proud, opening up that chest, opening up the hips by squeezing that butt, squeeze the booty, and that's going to open up your hips. I prefer to tuck my toes under because I like that stretch to the bottom of my feet, but feel free to put your feet in whatever position feels good for you. And we're basically releasing this now, releasing the past, and standing up to claim a little bit more space in the world. We're going to stand and do a side reach. So this doesn't look like it's much, but it does a lot for that side body. So your feet are about hip width apart, and you're going to reach up with one side and then reach the fingertips up to the heavens with the other side as your foot and your heel reach down towards the earth. And we're going to go ahead and breathe through. Let's think about breathing through the third eye now as we're moving up that chakra, the chakra levels. And just getting a little bit more focused on taking up space in the world. And doing that also with the breath. So as we're breathing into the side ribs, we're reaching up with the fingertips, elongating the body, reaching up to the heavens as we stay rooted with the earth. All right, 1 minute to go and one exercise to go, and all we are going to do here is bounce and shake while breathing into the top of that head. Breathing in and out, imagining the breath coming in and out of your crown chakra through the top of the head, and yeah, just finding whatever positions feel good to your body. Just do whatever feels like fun. So we're bouncing, we're shaking. There's so many cool little nerve endings through the ends of your hands and the bottom of your feet. You'll be surprised in 1 minute how good this can feel. If you're ever needing a little pick-me-up in the middle of the day, just bounce for a minute, breathe through the top of your head, and just feel what it feels like to take up space and move like a crazy person for a minute, and you'll feel so much better on the other side. All right, that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for being my workout buddy, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next reboot. Thanks again.